Okay, for these types of problems, it says to graph a right triangle with the 2 points forming the hypotenuse. Using the sides, find the distance between the 2 points to the nearest tenth if necessary. So this time you're going around to the nearest tenth. Okay, so specifically what we're doing is we're going to create a right triangle with the points that we're given. That way we can use Pythagorean theorem. So if I'm going to connect this point to that point, making a right triangle, and I go directly below this point until I get straight across from the other point. So I would have a line segment from here to there, and then also from here to here. Now I've created a right triangle. It's going to ask me, it says leg 1, you want to write a value in there. You got to count the boxes and see how far each leg is. Doesn't matter which one you use for leg 1 and leg 2. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes. I'm going to say that's leg 1. Now I'm going to move on to leg 2. I got 1, 2, 3 boxes there. So that's going to be leg 3. And now I can calculate the distance. Well, instead of using the distance formula, which I'll also be posting a video on that, you're just going to use the Pythagorean theorem here. Okay, so use the Pythagorean theorem to find your answer. So with the Pythagorean theorem, you would have 8 squared, which is 64, plus 3 squared, which is 9. So you're going to have 64 plus 9, and that's going to give you 73. So your answer is going to be the square root of 73, because your c-squared value would be 73. I don't have a way of showing you the math while I do this currently. But you do have the other video that shows you how to use Pythagorean theorem. So mainly I'm only making this video just to show you how to make the right triangles. So my answer here to the nearest tenth would be 8.5, because it would be 8.544. 8.5 is going to be my answer. I'm going to submit it. Ask me, hey, do you like that answer? Yeah, I like it. I know it's right. Okay. Just to show you again, and then it gives you a nice little breakdown. That's what we love about Delta Math. It's going to give you a nice little breakdown of the actual math. So now you see the a squared plus b squared plus c squared. Gives you all that information, get all that breakdown, and then there you go. It says 8.5 is congruent to your c value, which is the hypotenuse. So again, to show you how to graph that, that's really the only reason I'm making this video. You're going to make right triangles. So you're going to click an endpoint and then drag over until you're directly below the other one here. And now I've made a line. It's going to be one of my legs. Now I'm going to connect the endpoint to where I brought the other one over to. There we go. Now I have a right triangle. Again, I would count the boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be 6. Leg 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. That's 8. So if I'm using Pythagorean theorem, I'm going to say 6 squared plus 8 squared. And that's going to give me 100. And then if I take the square root of 100, then that's going to give me 10. So because 6 squared is 36, 8 squared is 64. 36 plus 64 is going to give me 100. Square root of 100 is 10. So that's all I do there. Go ahead, and that's going to be my hypotenuse. Yes, and again, you're going to get all this information. So let's do one more, but this time we're going to get it wrong on purpose, okay? We'll get it wrong on purpose. I want you to see what happens when you get these wrong. You'll probably see it anyway. So I'm going to say, okay, from here to here, from there to there, I've got my right triangle. Let's just make up numbers. 5, 12, and we'll say, I don't know, 15. I'm just going to make something up. Submit answer. Yeah, I think that's the answer. Here's what happens. It's going to tell me it's wrong. Okay, I've got the picture. And then it shows me, if I label the legs, what the correct answer should be. So I've got 12 and a 5. It's going to show me 5 squared plus 12 squared equals c squared. Shows me the math. And it's going to show me that that would be 13. If you take square root of 169, you get 13. So even though I got it wrong, I'm getting valuable information because it's showing me how I should have worked the problem. That's why I like Delta Math. That's why we're going to use Delta Math a lot. So, if you do get something wrong, you need to compare what you've written on your paper, what kind of math you've done, with what's on Delta Math here, because it's showing you all this good stuff. That way you can then see where you made a mistake. And if you don't understand what happened or why you missed it, then that's going to be something you're going to want to talk to me about. You're going to want to ask me, hey, and you know how to do it. Just click the Google Meet link at the top. I'm going to be there. They spelled hypotenuse wrong, so that's weird. But it should be pretty good. I think you guys will like